Hello there. It is July 16th, 2026, and it's time for my 12-minute garden update. So this time I'm starting at the gate, which Kuko made this year, or last year. And this whole part was not really a yard last year because we had a big tree and the tree is now gone. So we had to take it down, but we're trying to get grass to go, and we made a little greenhouse. It's better than it was, I'll tell you that, and we're working on it. Hopefully by next year it'll be really cool. So this is the greenhouse, so to speak. It's kind of a mess inside. I have a couple of winter squashes that I planted early, and they're pretty much done. So I've got some acorn squash and some delicata, but really it's just a storage unit at the moment until the shed is done. So outside of it, though, I have put some things in pots. Peppers, broccoli, watermelon. We're hoping. Ooh, we got a teeny tiny little watermelon there. Ooh, cute. Some cherry tomatoes. Some more seedlings that I haven't put in the ground yet. Some okra. Here's fennel. And more tomatoes. There's another okra. And there's some squashes. It's a mystery squash. I'm not quite sure exactly what it was. And then this, I sort of co-opted the doggy pool. And there's some nasturtiums and a cucumber. Woohoo! And then over here is the raspberry patch. Okay, so there's the raspberry patch, and then here's the south garden. There's a little pumpkin, there's a bunch of tomatoes, and I actually planted some peas going up the tomatoes, and they gave us a few peas, but it's pretty hot for peas right now, so they're sort of easing off. But I still have a lot of nasturtiums. Oh, and here's some eggplants. Here's one that has a little eggplant. And another one with a flower. And, stuff is growing little by little. These are the, what are they called? They're called Joe Pye weed, that's what they're called. And a few little broccolis there. So now we'll go into the south garden. I won't take forever in here, but those are calendula, and I'm actually picking the flowers for my salve. This is beans and an eggplant and another little tomato. This is I believe that this is red currant tomato. You see the teeny tiny little tomato? I think they're going to be teeny tiny little red tomatoes. Tomatoes, yes, the oregano is still there. That's last year's Brussels sprouts, which I keep as a trap crop. Still getting broccolis. The broccolis have been pretty prolific this year. And the peas, they're almost done, the peas, but there's still a few. See, look. Mint has just taken over all over the place, so I let it go a few times here and there, and then I'll pull it and use it for something. More broccoli. I don't know what it is with me and cabbage. Like, we don't really use cabbage, so I don't know why I even grow it. There's milkweed and fennel. Okay, then on this side, see, this is where I had most of the peas. But the peas now are not liking the heat. I still get a few every day, and I do water them. It's not because of lack of water, but it's time now for beans, and those are gonna be some beans. We have a cucumber coming up there. Oh, there's another pea. And these are okra. They're getting a little bigger, as you can see. Yeah, the cucumbers, I always get this like pathogen. I think it's mosaic virus. I don't know. But the cucumbers, I haven't been doing so well with cucumbers the last few years. still got a lot of tarragon, so if anybody has some recipes, send them to me. And lots of nasturtiums. There's my cannabis plant. As you can see, it's starting to flower. You see right there? These are the little flowers, little babies. Peppers. Peppers are getting taller. The celery. That was a volunteer, so it's some kind of cabbage or Brussels sprout or broccoli or something. Here's some more beans. There's some squash, tomatoes. This side, these are cucumbers. No, this is, I don't know what that is. Squash, I don't know. That's beans. This is a cucumber. Again, with the discoloration, I'm not sure what that's about. Another cannabis plant. This is tomatillo. Here's an actual squash. You see that? The blueberries, we've been getting a few little blueberries. You see in there? They're getting to be a little bit ripe. Yum. I'm gonna bring them to my next gathering. We've gotten some black raspberries, which I'm not sure how I feel about, but if they don't get in my way, I might let them live here in the corner. My asparaguses. See, these tomatillas are getting bigger, but they have to be, like the little lantern needs to be all filled up. This one's getting close, but still pretty small, so I'm gonna let it go for a while. They like a lot of water. This is the wild side lemon balm and little stupid butterflies. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the north garden, but before we do, I wanted to show you the stage. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I mean, it's a gazebo, but we use it as a stage once a month in the summer, and really excited. Here we have the dog, that's Sky, and our nice big deck. Native stuff that would look good against the house, and I did actually harvest some of this catnip. So if anybody has cats and you want some little satchels for cat mint, let me know. All right, we're gonna be at the north garden now. So this is the part outside the north garden. I added a couple of squash plants there. They're not very happy, but we'll see. You never know. This one looks okay. Check out all the aromas. Oh my goodness, there's gonna be so many tomatoes. Uh-oh, this sort of fell over. Well, there. It's a little better. Shasta daisies. Woo, feels like it might even rain. Okay, so back there, that's the mulberry tree. See that? That's what we got all the mulberries from for the last concert. It's done. It's done doing its mulberries till next year. But you can see that Kuko is working on a shed back there, so he never stops, does he? This is the outside, the little, with the apple tree. My goodness, it got windy all of a sudden. It's windy and it's smoky from the wildfires in Canada. I did actually water this today, so it'll be fine. There's another little squashy. Kale is still going. Some more beans. Some tomatoes back there on the outside. I just plant everywhere, don't I? There's some squashes. Oh, there's one. I think I might need to pick that one today. Let's see. Yeah, we'll leave it go one more day. There's the middle bed has okra, peppers, tomatoes. Oh, there's a butternut. Squash starting out. Celery. Another butternut, I think. And then the edamame. I think I'm gonna pick some of those. Look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? They could get a little fatter. but I'm just so proud that I have a whole row of edamame. It should be at least one bowlful, right? And check this out. I think I need to support this branch. These are the Asian pears, and they're getting so heavy because they have so much fruit. But it's teeny tiny fruit, as you can see. It's barely the size of my finger. But there's a lot of them, so we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll be fine. Again, not sure what this flower is, but I do believe it will be flowering soon, so we'll find out. There's a tomatillo, cucumbers, and those are morning glories, which I do pull them up until about now in the season, and then I let them grow because they make nice flowers. But if I let them go early, they're gonna strangle everything. In about a week, those will be purple flowers. And my little cannabis plants on the north garden. Winter squash of some sort. I guess I'm repeating myself with all these crops, but that's what happens. I did plant a bunch of beans here, but they didn't come up yet. Oh, and look at that guy. Oh, hello, little squashy. Still have chives. And look, this is a pear from our pear tree, which is very old. And the pears aren't that tasty, but they get eaten mostly by the squirrels. And I like, yeah, there's a couple up there too. I kind of really like eating things from the garden, even if they don't taste good. Here's what I'm doing with the pawpaws, because the squirrels get them. So now I'm covering them up with little nets and hoping that will keep the critters out. This is my volunteer dogwood, flowering dogwood. And there's some echinacea here. Right there, comes back every year. This is my thyme. It's always good to have extra thyme. And some sunflowers. And my little attempt at a watermelon plant. Oh, here's another pear. That's pretty much it. We will see what comes up next month. Anyway, thanks for joining us. See you in August.